CPP at 60 or 70? You're probably making a $200,000 mistake and don't even know it. Here's the problem. 38% of Canadians take CPP at age 60, the earliest possible age. They think they're winning, get the money while they can. But the data shows something completely different. That early decision permanently cuts your benefits by 36%. And if you live to 87, Canada's average life expectancy, that mistake costs over $200,000 in guaranteed income, money you'll never get back. So what should you actually do? Let's break it down.
So when should you take your CPP? It's a huge question, a billion-dollar question, really, facing millions of us. Getting it right can literally change your retirement. But what if the way we've all been told to think about it is, well, just wrong? What if that common advice is actually costing you a more secure future? That's exactly what we're going to dig into right now.
You know, this whole thing really kicks off with a fantastic question like this one. You can see the wheels turning. You wait 5 years, you get a 42% bump. Okay, makes sense. But what about inflation during those years? Does that get added on top? And that is a fantastic question. The answer? Well, it's way more interesting and honestly way more profitable than you might think.
Because what if I told you that 42% we all talk about is just the starting point, the minimum bonus? The real number is often a whole lot bigger. And the reason why is a little detail that, frankly, a lot of people miss. And we're about to uncover it.
But first, before we get to that hidden bonus, we gotta tear down the #1 tool people use to make this call. A tool that a lot of experts would tell you is just completely broken.
Okay, so it's called a break-even analysis. The idea seems simple enough, right? You figure out the exact age where waiting for CPP pays off more than taking it early. If you think you'll live past, say, age 82, you wait. If not, you take it now. You are literally betting on your own death date. Kind of grim, right?
And that is the core of the problem. As Dr. Bonnie Jean McDonald points out here, this way of thinking is just terrible. It forces you to think short-term about what is probably the biggest long-term financial decision you will ever make.
So let's be super clear why this break-even thing just doesn't work. 1, it makes you a gambler when you should be a strategist. 2, it plays on our worst fears, making us underestimate how long we'll actually live. And most importantly, it completely misses the point of CPP in the first place. It's not an investment you need to cash out, it's a shield. It's insurance against the very real risk of outliving your money.
All right, so if break-even is out, what's in? Where do we go from here? Well, it starts with finally understanding that hidden bonus we talked about a minute ago.
Okay, this is it. This is the detail that changes the entire game. Before you start collecting, your pension grows based on wage inflation, how much more Canadians are earning. But once you start cashing those checks, it's adjusted by price inflation, how much more stuff costs. So, who cares? Why does this tiny detail matter so much? Because, get this, over the long haul, wages almost always grow faster than prices. And this right here shows you the incredible result. Just look at this. For someone hitting 70 back in 2014, their bonus wasn't 42%, it was almost 55%. That's the hidden bonus. That's the free money that the break-even math just completely misses.
Understanding that bonus is a huge step, but the next step is even bigger. It requires a total mental shift, thinking of your pension not as an investment, but as a totally different kind of product. Not an investment, but insurance.
So this right here, this is the fork in the road. It's the one question you have to answer. Do you see CPP as a piggy bank you need to crack open, or do you see it as insurance against running out of cash? Because if it's insurance, the whole game changes. Suddenly, the goal isn't to get your money back. It's to build the biggest, strongest financial shield you possibly can.
And listen, the data on this is just wow. Take a look at this case study. A retired couple defers their CPP to 70. Their chance of having enough money to last them until age 97, it jumps from 84% to over 95%. But here's the real kicker, the part that blows people's minds. They actually leave more money behind. How is that possible? Because that bigger, guaranteed CPP income acts like a financial bedrock, letting their other investments grow untouched for longer.
You know, this Reddit comment just nails it. The real risk isn't dying too soon and leaving a few CPP dollars on the table. The real risk is living a long, amazing life and running out of money to fund it.
And delaying your CPP, it's probably the single most powerful tool you have to protect yourself from that exact risk.
Okay, so let's be real for a second. I've been making a strong case for waiting. But delaying to 70 is not some magic pill for everybody. There are totally legitimate reasons to take the money earlier, and it's your call at the end of the day.
Look, if you need the money to live, end of story. The decision's made. If you're dealing with a serious illness that really changes your life expectancy, of course that changes the equation. For some people with massive RSSPs, taking CPP earlier can actually help with taxes. And hey, some people just want more cash for their early, more active, go-go retirement years. All perfectly valid reasons. And yeah, health is a huge piece of this puzzle. It's not just numbers on a page. You can see right here from the StatsCan data, our sense of our own health changes over time. This is why you have to look at your own health, your family history, and talk to your doctor, not just what some chart says.
But, and this is a big but, we also have to check our emotions with the cold, hard facts. And the fact is, if you reach age 65 in Canada today, your median life expectancy is around 87. Basically, the odds are heavily in your favor that you'll live long enough to make waiting pay off, big time, as long as you don't have a specific serious health issue. So, after all that, what's the new bottom line? It's about completely reframing how we approach this decision.
Let's just put this in the simplest terms possible. The goal is not to win a bet by guessing your date of death. The goal is to build a plan that works even if you live to be 100. It's about building a financial fortress for your future, one that can withstand a long and happy life.
Okay, so here's your new playbook. 4 simple steps. Number 1, check your cash flow. Can you actually afford to wait? Number 2, be honest about your health, but plan for longevity. Number 3, start thinking of deferral as buying the best longevity insurance money can buy. And number 4, look at the whole puzzle. How does this fit with your taxes, your RRSPs, your partner's plan?
So let's just throw that whole break-even idea in the trash. The next time you think about this, ask yourself this one simple question instead. What's the best way to insure myself against running out of money? And for a whole lot of Canadians, the answer is staring them right in the face. Wait.
That's the CPP decision by the numbers. For most healthy Canadians, delaying to age 70 is the single best insurance policy you'll ever own. But if you need income now or have health concerns, taking early makes sense. The key is running your numbers, not following what everyone else does. If this breakdown helped you understand your CPP options, hit subscribe. We decode Canadian financial data daily, TFSA, CPP, housing, investments, so you can make smarter decisions with your money.